Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. September 9th. And today we're going to be talking about embracing solitude. Those who are new to this channel, this is our daily devotion. We do it every day. We have entered our 9th month and 9th day of this devotion, daily devotion reading. And today we're going to be talking about embracing solitude. I feel like this topic is definitely in my wheelhouse. Today's topic comes out of Matthew 14:23. The morning version of Matthew 14:23 comes from the New Living Translation, and it reads, "After sending them home, he went up into the hills by himself to pray. Night fell while he was there alone." The text says everyone in the house is gone for the entire weekend. How did those words make you feel? Were you considering who to call for a fun night out, or reveling in the thought of hours of uninterrupted quiet time to read, relax, and restore? Perhaps both ideas appeal to you. A little social time, a little alone time. Imagine Jesus slipping off unnoticed and going to spend time with his Father. What intimacy they must have shared. How restorative those hours of prayer must have been. Whatever your feelings about solitude, ask God to give you Jesus's heart for alone time with him. The prayer for this morning is, Jesus, thank you that you know the importance of being alone. Thank you for this moment of being alone with you before I head into another day full of others. Help me take this time to refresh for the day ahead. The evening version of Matthew 14:23 is the E, S as in Sam, V as in Victory version. And it reads, after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up into the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. The text for the evening says, Jesus cherished his time alone. He guarded it. Amidst the stories of ministering to crowds, feeding thousands, and untold hours spent with the 12 he chose as apostles, it's easy to miss this fact. Studying the Gospels, we see a pattern emerge. He healed. Then he went off to pray alone. He taught. Then he climbed the mountain to pray alone. The disciples went out on the boat, and Jesus remained on the shore alone. How do you feel in your alone time with God? Spend a small portion of this evening recharging your batteries by embracing solitude with your Creator. The evening prayer reads, God, I am glad to spend just a little more time with you this evening. Thank you for the ability to slip away and feel refreshed by some encouraging words and your presence. uplift me and rejuvenate me for another day. The question for ourselves today is, where can you go for some alone time? Give yourself some space, even if only for a few short minutes. A lot of you guys know and have been here since day one, January 1, when I started reading this devotion, reading through this particular devotional. It's a morning and evening devotional that I picked up. It's called A Little God Time, and thus the title ALGT with Miss Honey, A Little God Time with Miss Honey. You guys know why I started this. A lot of you who come regularly to listen to the devotionals have heard me say over and over again that for me, my goal was to increase my time with God, was to improve my relationship with God. I felt as though I had gone too far out, right, on this limb called life. And I was feeling very fragile and very fractured and very disconnected. I felt like I was doing a lot of assimilating. And I wanted to get back to what I knew to be right, what my roots were, which was loving God, worshiping God, praising God, putting Him in the forefront of all of my decisions and all of my choices, right? My relationship with God calms me. It centers me. It speaks to me. It gives me directions. It tells me when to edit, when to pull up. It keeps me focused. It's very edifying. Spending alone time with God is like eating the perfect meal, right? Sometimes the perfect meal what makes it perfect is that it fills you up, right? And you can go right on off to bed, or you can finally relax. If you had a headache from hunger, it rolls back off of you. And for some, eating the perfect meal is getting that right amount of vitamins and minerals that you can just feel your body is just better. Your tummy calms, your bowels move, your skin clears up, Alone time with God is like the perfect glass of well water. You guys don't know what well water is. It's not like faucet water. Well water either comes directly from a ground spring, and it's always just the perfect temperature. It's not too cold. It's not hot. It's not still. It's very cool. It's very refreshing. It's just a little sweet. Just the slightest bit of sweet. Time alone with God is like being hot, and that time alone is like the sweetest breeze that just cools you down, calms you down. You know what I mean? It doesn't chill your skin, it just cools it. That's sweet little breeze of air where you can smell maybe a little hibiscus or whatever the flowers you have planted about. Doesn't tussle your hair, it just cools you down a bit, takes you down a couple of temperatures, right? Alone time with God is like your most comfortable pair of PJs or shoes or bra or underwear. It's not um, obnoxious to the skin. It doesn't tug, it doesn't pull at you. It just lays gently. It's almost like a whole body hug. You get what I'm saying here. It's all things good and pure and simple and lovely and sweet and beneficial. That's what your alone time with God is like. And I know we do our devotional together, you and I, every day. And uh, we all learn from one another as we grow in God. But if you've mastered the art of being by yourself, in other words, you don't feel as though you're missing something, whether it be on social media or at the club or, you know, at the latest get together or function. Not that you don't enjoy those things, that's perfectly fine. But when you don't have them, when you don't have another physical human there in front of you to entertain you or to be entertained by you, you're fine. And you don't have FOMO, which is fear of missing out. If you've already achieved that level of living, of lifestyle, then you're halfway there. Incorporating relationship and conversation with God into those solitary moments just enhances your life. It enhances your mood. It makes the moments that you are out in public, in social existence, in culture, you know, in the race, on the journey, better. Because when you spend that solitary time with God, you gain tools, resources, ideas, wisdom, connection, reinforcement, rejuvenation. You are revitalized, refreshed, replenished. And you're able to stick and move a little bit better when you do get around humans, other humans. It is on record that there are people out there, some still living, some from far long ago, way long ago in the past, right? Who have found complete wellness and wholeness in their quiet time with God. They have been given $1 million, $1 billion ideas in their quiet time with God. They have received blessings that they did not have room to receive in their quiet time with God. And listen, I'm not saying he dropped $1 million at their feet. I'm telling you that while they were busying themselves with relationship with God, he was opening doors in the world for them. He was turning no's into yeses for them. He was making the crooked way plain for them. So while they were in the Garden of Gethsemane, while they were behind the veil, he, who is omnipotent, omnipresent, which means he is everywhere, he is comforting them and listening and healing and communing with them behind the veil. And in the world, he is opening doors. He is opening windows. And he is pouring out a blessing upon them that they have not room to receive. He is restoring limbs. He is raising the dead. Y'all ever seen the I think it's a movie, it may be a documentary, Hand of God? Put it in the chat below if you have. And you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to hold you today. I am going to extend my daily prayer for you. And that is, whatever time, it is my prayer for you that whatever time you eke out for yourself and God today, that it be the most fruitful time of your entire day. That it be chocked with so much blessing and edification. Okay? That it creates a hunger in your life to want more time with Him. More alone time with Him. Amen. Amen. I love you guys with the love of the Lord. And that's that on that. Okay? I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. And until next time, honeybees, I'll holla.